G'day, it's Pete here. I'm here to discuss the breaking news of a third pair cheating allegations. And just recently on Bridge Winners, Germany has withdrawn from the Bermuda Bowl. This time there's been a slightly different approach. A friend of mine, Alex Smirnov, who was a member of the German Open team, sent a message to Bridge Winners saying, "Joseph Piekarek and I are aware of the whispers circulating around our ethical conduct, and we are sorry to say there is some truth to them." This is finally a confession from a top pair. Unfortunately, I'm disappointed that this has happened, but I'm also happy that someone's managed to actually confess and that it actually came from someone I have a friendship with, but of course, disappointed but happy at the same time that this sort of stuff is happening. And I can say that I never knew anything was suspect about Alex at this time. Anyway, he goes on to say, "We regret in the past as a partnership we committed some ethical violations. This morning we informed our federation and our teammates. We have all agreed that the German Open team should withdraw from the Bermuda Bowl. Joseph and I have voluntarily agreed never to play competitive bridge together and take 2 years off from playing competitive bridge. We hope that after such time has elapsed that we might be welcomed back into competitive bridge playing community." Whew. Third pair whispers have been going around since the fan tunes broke up, and no one knew any evidence, and there's been lots of people posting for and against, but this just came out last night, my time, and we haven't had any accusations, we haven't had any, this is how they were doing it. They just took the first step and said that they're withdrawing now. Maybe someone found evidence and called them up, but we don't know. But at least they got ahead of it, and there hasn't been those violent attacks on them or anything from the people. In fact, I was just scrolling down in the comments and saw from Steve Weinstein, a major bridge player, "Alex, I know how hard this must have been for you. I have a lot of respect for your decision, and I look forward to your return in 2 years." Now, his return might not be in 2 years because obviously he won't choose his own sentence, but it's completely reasonable that it might be about that long. Anyway, Alex Smirnov and Joseph Piekarek are members of the German Open team. I've been on it a few times. Smirnov is actually quite young. He's only a few years older than me, and he's come out to Australia, and I've met him multiple times. He's even been my coach before, and I can tell you I've never had any idea that he was cheating or anything unethical like that, and I had full respect for him at the time. Now I've lost a little bit, but also gained some different respect for him since this happened. It's sad to think that there's cheats in our game, but I'm glad that he was the first to get ahead of it and actually confess. I wonder how this will impact the other people. Now, there's been some other comments, such as from his teammates. Roy Welland was one of the members of the German Open team that was teammates with Smirnov Piekarek, and basically he's said he wants to apologise to Boya Brogland because since Fan Tunes came out, there was whispers of this third pair, which was, no one was publicly saying it, but it was Smirnov Piekarek. And Roy Welland and his partner Sabine Orkin were defending their teammates because they had full belief that they were innocent. And here on bridgewinners.com, Roy goes in and says why he believed in them, and then also said, "I want to post a most public and humble apology to Boya Brogland for my many posts criticising him, statements and his actions." So he goes through over this last week or so, Roy has been defending his teammates, as you would expect he would. And he goes through to explain why he believes them, and then it's got this apology here. "Boya, it was stupid and foolish for me not to trust you to act responsibly when making such serious accusations against fellow bridge players. I had no reasonable grounds to think that you would act in such a manner, and I know now that I was completely wrong in my thinking and my actions. It was very wrong of me to include my posts and anything that was personal or unrelated to the actions in questions. I hope you can understand that I was only trying to help and defend my teammates who, at the time, I felt were being wrongly accused, as any good friend would feel is their responsibility. For those actions and for any other actions I accidentally failed to mention, I am truly, truly sorry for any hurt, harm, or bad feelings that resulted from my actions, words, or posts. Most humbly and sorry, Roy Welland. So he took a big step back, and when he realised that he'd made a mistake over this last week, not just defending his teammates, because you would expect someone to defend your teammates if you thought they were honest and being wrongly accused. Of course you'd expect them to defend it, but he was saying slightly wrong in the approach he'd taken. Anyway, he's also got his story here of what's been happening with him since these cheating accusations have come out. Okay. Sabine Orkin, the other partner from Roy Welland's partner, says she's feeling like Geir Helgemo. Now, after Monaco withdrew from the Bermuda Bowl, which happened shortly after my other video was posted, so now 3 teams have pulled out of the Bermuda Bowl: Israel, Monaco, and now Germany. And they have to find replacements. There's been 2 replacements so far. They haven't confirmed the third replacement, because it only happened recently. Anyway, Sabine Orkin goes on to say that 2 days ago, Geir Helgemo stated in a post on Bridge Winners that for the first time in his life, he felt happy not to be playing the Bermuda Bowl. Now she's just doing the same thing and saying that she'd never played a Bermuda Bowl before, but she's happy that she's not playing it because of it now feels like there's an opportunity for cleaner bridge and more enjoyable events in the future with everyone on a level playing field. This was Geir Helgemo's post, which was cited just a few days ago. And then also Sabine posted an apology from her and Roy Welland, not to Boyer or any of the other people, but to all the teams that they've basically wronged in the past. So she's gone through and listed all their achievements since they were partnering with Smirnov Piekarek, and they've listed which events they won, who came second, or things like that, and then said we're sorry that we've damaged you because of the cheating. So I think that there's been pretty classy response from Roy Welland and Sabine Orkin, the teammates there, how they've been harmed, and apologising to whoever they've slightly wronged during this whole process. I'm also impressed that someone's actually gone ahead and confessed for their sins. Hopefully that they get a smaller sentence than if the other pairs who are accused of cheating get convicted. Hopefully they get welcomed back into the community more easily, and that the approach is a bit nicer for them than what might happen if the other pairs do get convicted. It also is scary that it might cast more of a shadow on the other pairs, because if this pair's confessed to cheating, then the other pair probably were. It's what some people might perceive. Another thing that's been coming up from Bridge Winners, slightly separate to this, was a proposal from the World Bridge Productions, which is basically talking about a new form of playing top-level bridge, which is getting East and South and North and West in separate rooms playing on iPads. Now, to me, this doesn't feel like bridge, because you're not at a table, you're not touching cards, that sort of thing. But they do have some advantages here, such as talking is not permitted, cheating is eliminated, except by electronic means. Costs are reduced by no caddies, no pre-dealt boards, no screens. Director calls are minimized, slow play is recordable, convention cards are available on screen, complete records are available to all, and can be integrated with other things. So it's got a lot of advantages here, but to me it's not playing bridge, and while it might eliminate cheating in some forms, it's very slightly different. And some of the comments I get here is from Boya Brogland, which says, I will donate 20,000 for this not to happen. Don't let cheaters change our game. But other people have said, like, I don't understand how people are saying this isn't bridge, because you are playing the game of bridge. But, and how can you say this without giving it a shot? It has so many advantages. So there's merits for both ways. And I'm sure there'll be some part of this introduced in the future. Final point on this is that trying to work out which team's going to replace the Germany team. France is the next in line to play in the Bermuda Bowl from the Europeans, but it's said here it's not likely that they'll go on such short time, and if they can't, the next in line is Norway. So it looks like it'll either be France or Norway going to join the Bermuda Bowl, which is starting in about a week's time. And finally, this is a picture of Smirnov and Piekarek, the two people that have confessed to some unethical allegations. There's been no suggestion of what they're actually doing or anything like that. That might come out in the future. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks for watching and see you next time.